One of the things I kind of like reviewing, looking at during the winter months, fall months, spring, whatever, is heated gear, because as I get older, I appreciate more and more just being warm. And we've looked at a fair bit of heated gloves, which is what we're looking at today, that are like thick, like big thick gloves, from big thick motorcycle gloves to gloves that you and I would wear outside, like shoveling or just for winter fun. But these guys here, it's a website called KeepWarming. KeepWarming. I don't know if they make like their own gloves or if they, it's just a store that has gloves. I'm not too sure, but they reached out to us and asked if we wanted to test one of their gloves. And of course they did have some thick gloves and then some like medium gloves and then some thinner gloves. So I was like, I kind of would like some gloves that are thinner, because for one, sometimes riding on a motorcycle, it is kind of wintry. Is that table straight? It's straight, maybe straight enough. Is that a thing? Straight enough? Riding on a motorcycle, the big thick gloves are great when it's really cold, but sometimes it's not really cold and you just want something that's warmer. Or I get caught in the rain, and it would be nice to be able to wear something like this, maybe underneath some waterproof material. It's really funny because I wear, washing rubber gloves. I wear those on top of my riding gloves when it's raining out, because for one, it keeps all the wind off and it's 100% waterproof. The other thing is my wife's car has a heated steering wheel, which I have grown accustomed to really liking. I don't have that in my vehicle, so when I'm driving, having something warm on my hands would be nice. Plus, it's not always just cold enough that you and I need big, thick winter gloves. So we're going to look at these. The lightweight hand warmer gloves, thin electric finger warmer heated gloves, Savior. Now I'm guessing maybe these are from Savior, or maybe they're called Savior. I don't know, but we're going to take a look at them, and then I'm going to take them out today and give them a try. 13 reviews, 13 stars. That's not even right. 13 reviews, 5 stars. There's a little video review there, but you're watching mine, so I appreciate that. It does have some hand warming glove features: a thin heated glove, microfiber palm, and stretch polyester. It says because it's thinner, wearing the gloves, your hands still feel flexible. And that's a big thing, actually. Water resistant, but it's not waterproof. So again, be aware. If you're out in the middle of winter or rain, then fine, but just realize that if it's just really wet, you're going to get water through them. 3 different temperature settings. High temperature can last about 2.5 hours, low for 6 hours. Here's a plus in regards to that, because I have opened this box because I wanted to charge the batteries last night. Nowadays, I find the gloves or the batteries that most gloves use are all the same. So it's not hard for you and I to go out and find extra batteries if we need to for these, so you can carry a bunch of them with you. Temperature settings range from 100 degrees Fahrenheit to 150 degrees Fahrenheit, depending again on your setting. Whether you're biking, skiing, fishing, snow plowing, golfing, walking outdoors, or typing with a computer, you can stay warm. Okay, that's never really figured that I would wear these while I'm using the computer, but okay, sure, I guess. For washing, remove the batteries, that makes sense. It better clean gloves by hand, but if you want to wash by machine, make sure to put in a wash bag. Don't machine dry, don't bleach and iron, don't dry clean, and air dry your gloves lying flat. There you go. That's what it is. So you can wash them, but I would just like wash them in the sink and then take them out and just put them, let them dry. Okay, this is them again. I have opened them already because I wanted to charge the batteries. Just so you guys can see, that is the batteries right there. So again, each battery 2.5 to 6 hours depending on the heat level that you have, but pretty generic. I actually use the charger from another pair of heated gloves to charge these just fine. This is going to be your standard charger, so it charges via just an AC plug and goes out to 2 of the, I don't even know what these are, but this little this plug, that's what it is, a little that plug. But if you have previous or other gloves, maybe even go to the gloves from them. The nice thing is, I'm always like, oh, if I lose that or it breaks, then what? But you seem to get the same kind of plug for everything. Here is the gloves. We'll look at those in a minute. You do get a user guide. I don't know how much a user guide is in regards to gloves, but how to install the batteries, Velcro pockets, heating controller. What does it say? Type 1? Type 2? Maybe there's, I guess there's 2, depending on your glove. This is probably the same like manual that they have for all their gloves. So depending on which glove you have, will have different. Because mine is type 2. I'm guessing it just says press the power button for 3 seconds for the first time to turn on. Medium level, press the power button. Second time goes to low level. Red is high, white is medium, blue is low, and then long press to turn off. So it doesn't actually have like a indicator like this does for like low, medium, high. It changes colors. And that's kind of it. That's your manual. And then you do get a little bag, right? A little bag that says intelligent heating. Intelligent heating. Hey, bags are cool. If I'm carrying this around on the motorcycle, which is primarily what I will use them for. But I'll use these in the car for sure. These will be my winter driving gloves. Yes, they will. This is what I like. They do have a little latch here, which is nice to keep them together. What I like about these, even without the battery, because there's a little, looks like a water resistant, we'll say, a little rubber seal. For this is where the battery goes. A little bit of grip on the gloves. But they are, you can tell, they're not like crazy thick. So in the middle of winter when it's minus 15, 20, 30 degrees out Celsius, are you going to wear these? Well, you could if you're just running through the car, but I wouldn't be going outside playing in the snow with them. But what I love about them is they are really, really comfy. And I could honestly ride my motorcycle with these for sure because they're not like crazy thick. They do have some thickness to them for sure, but they're not crazy thick, which is what they say, right? That's not what they're designed for. And I don't know what size I got. I got a medium large. So I'd say they're pretty good because there are some brands that I usually get like, a large, extra large, and that's good. But this is a medium large and they're good. So they probably fit closer to, North American hand sizes is my guess. Yeah, I'm down. Those are comfy. Just like that. They're like perfect for driving if it's like cold. And fit me good. Plus, it looks like they have the little touch indicators for those of us that have, or want to use your phone or whatever. These three these three have them on there so you can use them to swipe around. That's sweet. Okay. And then battery wise, they just go in here. So there's, if you look inside, there's just a little plug right there. It's got a little top thing on it. Would have been nice if this little piece stayed attached, so you could, when you're done, I guess you could just throw it in there. That's getting lost for sure. That's without question. That's getting lost. This should be on a little tie tether thing that you could hook here, so that you can put it on when you're done and take it off. Whatever. Am I complaining? A little bit, but it's a little thing, right? Small enough batteries, you can just kind of set them in there. Zip those up. I'll do it to the other one. Same idea. It's got that little pull thing there. Connector's got a decent firmness or stiffness for connecting. All right, on they come. And because it's on the wrist, I find that it's not obtrusive and it's not so big of a battery that it gets in your way. Like that even goes over my hoodie. No problems. So it's got a big enough of a sleeve out here that you can pull it, and then if you want, you can tighten it with this. I'm not gonna. Okay, so we click and hold. Goes red, right? Click and hold. Goes red. And these are fully charged, and they're heating up. Well, that's just. So heat-wise, definitely they're on the top. Does it say where this is? This is designed to like where this goes. I think it's top of hand on fingertips maybe, because those are toasty for sure. Especially like if you get them on and you wear them like this, like hot in the house just to try, and then bend your fingers so that the heating elements really push up against like the top of your fingers. That's warm. For sure. So I would say, yeah, definitely the heating elements are through the top, not nothing on the bottom. Up here, nothing in the wrist area. But that's nice. And then simply it's just a tap to go through the different power. So if you don't need them to be that hot, which you probably don't if you're like me and you're like, I'm just going to be driving to work. Well, I don't drive to work. But if I was out driving, because my work is I come downstairs, then that would probably be fine. All right, I'm gonna wear these today. I'm gonna take him out. We're going into the city, and we're gonna be walking around the waterfront, and it's only like 0 degrees, so it's like freezing. So 0 degrees Celsius. So gloves could be nice. All right, I'm gonna wear them for the day, and I'll be back, and we'll let you know what we think. All right, guys, it's still a little chilly out. It's not like cold, but I'm going to the post office, and it's kind of perfect weather for wearing these gloves, because you know, if it's like -5 or -10, they'd probably still be really fine for like what I'm doing right now, just going to the car and running to the post office, which is what I'm doing. Oh, but for days where you really like, there's days I just don't want to be wearing big thick gloves. I don't want that on either. Big thick gloves. I don't want it. I gotta put this down for a second because I have to put my seatbelt on. I think, you know what, these are really good. This is a nice intermediate, I want to say. It's for days, you know, where you're like, oh, I probably should wear gloves, but I know for me, I prefer to not wear gloves though I don't have to, because I just have more ability with my fingers. I don't know if that makes sense. You know what I mean? When you have big thick gloves on, you're always like, now I can't grab anything properly and whatever. Not with these, for sure. These are quite good for that. So I'm down. Anyways, the other day I did go into town with the family, and we walked around the waterfront, and have to say, gloves handy. Not that I would again be wanting to be wearing big thick gloves, because those would have came off for sure. I would have rather just kept my hands in my pocket and or been cold, one of the two. I think they're a win for sure. I'm pleased with them, and even right now, you know, even though I don't have a heated steering wheel, my whole hand is kind of warm. Again, not the bottom, because the bottom's not heated, so I don't get that bottom heat like you would with a heated steering wheel, but it's nice on the top of my hands, and I got gloves on, so that's kind of cool too. I think it's a win. I don't think the price of these is too bad. I'm not sure what this guy here is doing. He's just doing something. People, I don't know, people in this town, they're just like, I can drive them whatever side of the road I feel like it. And I guess they can, because nobody seems to do anything about it. Anyways, I'm gonna put links to these. Again, they make these ones, which are like, they're like light glove, because as you can see, they're not overly thick. They make like a more of a thicker one, like a medium, and then they make a full outdoor glove. I like them. I'll put links down below if you guys are interested. Days are going to be starting to get longer soon. Well, when you guys have seen this video, or when it gets released, days are already on the getting longer mode. So that's excellent. Excellent. All right, I'm at the post office. Links down below, and I'll see you guys next video. Later.